Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about all things Amazon. I am an avid Amazon shopper, as I'm sure many of you are as well, especially during quarantine when we are limited in how much shopping we can do in person. Amazon's been essential. So let's get into some of my favorite products and why I love them. And I have broken down everything from how many reviews each product has, the star rating, the price point, and then I kind of go into why I love it, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first product I want to talk about is the Kate Somerville ExfoliKate. This product is a tiny little bottle for about $24. This is the smallest size they carry on Amazon. What I love about this product is that it actually has salicylic acid. Now, during quarantine, I noticed that I had just kind of a heavier breakout through my jawline. I think partially that was hormonal, but then I also noticed that I was touching my face a lot during conference calls, Zoom calls. I would be like hunched over on my computer working, and I just noticed that my hands were kind of always in this region. So it was no surprise that I broke out through the bottom of my face. I've used this product for a few years now, and the reason why I do love it, aside from the salicylic acid portion, is that it actually has AHAs, and alpha hydroxy acids, or AHAs, are chemical exfoliants. So this really stimulates the collagen production and the cell turnover. It really pushes that old dead skin off the surface, bringing forward the new skin. And so I love a good exfoliation, and I love a good scrub. I know physical exfoliants are kind of controversial. Some people just are really against it. They have like a very, very negative reaction when I say that I do use a physical exfoliant, and if that's your stance, then I totally understand that. This one, you guys, is pretty gentle, so I don't really feel like it's creating those micro tears. I don't think that it's causing any type of trauma to the superficial layer of my skin. If anything, it's actually treating it, because it's truly getting rid of all the debris and the dead skin and letting that new skin come through. It also has papaya and other fruit enzymes, which help slough off that dead skin, so we are still keeping that skin barrier intact. What I like to do is actually squeeze a little bit out. It's this nice green avocado color right here, and it basically tingles on the face. So what you do is you wet your face, you rub this in, and you leave it on for about 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and then you can wash it off. You do feel the physical exfoliation portion, you do feel a little bit of a scrub, but overall it has a nice minty tingly feeling, so it feels like you're at the spa. And this was created by Kate Somerville. She is a celebrity esthetician. She started in the early 2000s in Hollywood, creating products that were suitable for celebrity skin. As you guys know, celebrities go through quite a bit of makeup and hair every single day to do their job, so this was able to treat their skin. So I knew it would work for me. The next product that I want to talk about that I actually use to apply this mask sometimes is the silicone face brush. So this comes in a set from Amazon for about $6. The reason I love this is because it's silicone, so it actually promotes an even, smooth application of your face mask. It also is easy to clean. So I've used facial brushes in the past, just like a clean makeup brush that I bought specifically to apply face masks and facial type products, and what I've noticed is that I ended up spending quite a bit of time cleaning that brush afterwards and really ensuring that I've gotten all of that mud mask or facial mask out of that brush, and it kind of just became a little bit of a nuisance. So having a silicone spatula like this has been really essential. I also like how small and compact it is, so I can throw this in my makeup bag if I'm on the road, or stow it away in my bathroom for easy cleanup. This next product is kind of funny, and it's definitely not the most glamorous, but you guys, it is so essential to get through quarantine, and it is the Gillette Mach 3 razors. True story, in the 7th grade, I was a hairy little monster. I'm Indian, so you know, the hair genes are strong. And I had a guy tell me, you need to use a Mach 3 razor. This is like 2001 when these razors first came out. And he was like, you need to use a Mach 3 razor. You've got a mustache. And I was like, honestly, like, you hurt my feelings, but you're not lying. I am hairy. And I don't shave my mustache with these. I use the Tinkle razors, or I've gotten threaded or waxed in the past, but I do use these for my legs. I prefer a men's razor. I think they are specifically designed to actually take off coarse hair, so I don't have just like soft peach fuzz. I'm not one of those girls who can like skip a few days of shaving. My hair comes back in thick. I literally have a 5 o'clock shadow on my legs the day after I shave, and so no joke, I do have to use a men's razor, and I'm totally okay with that. These come in a pack on Amazon, and I actually use one blade for the right leg, one blade for the left leg, and I do that every single time I shave. So I go through these quite a bit, which is why it's important for it to be very price effective. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to have a dual blade shaving every single time. So I want to have a nice sharp blade for one leg and then a new nice sharp blade for the left leg. I know that sounds excessive, but to me it's just really important that I kind of have like OCD about the way things feel, and if one leg feels like I got a closer shave than the other, that's truly gonna drive me crazy. And I am someone who, like, the moment I shave my legs, I am a new woman. All of a sudden I put lemon in my water, I want to stretch every single day. I become like this like new like heightened version of myself, and it's so funny that just shaving your legs can make you feel that way, but it's really this sounds so corny, but it's truly lifted my spirits during quarantine, like being able to just shave my legs. It makes me feel like I'm just a little bit more in control of my day during this time. Okay, so what I actually shave my legs with is this natural shave cream right here. This has a ton of reviews on Amazon, and the reason is because it is made with white tea and green tea, which actually calm the skin. So as you guys know, I mentioned that I use men's razors. These do get very close to the base of the hair, so it is a very close shave. And with that being said, I don't want to have any irritation or any type of burn on my legs, so I always use a natural shave cream. This is also formulated with essential oils, so it smells like a very like orangey spa-like scent, but it is very slippery. That is a common complaint of this. It almost feels like silk. You have to be really careful when you're shaving in the shower. I recommend sitting and shaving, that way you're not standing, because things can get slippery. And for $9, a little bit of this goes a very long way. So I actually dry brush my legs, then put this on and then shave, and I get the best results that way. They do sell this at Target as well, but of course, you know, we're all about Amazon. So as you guys know, I love skincare, but I do hate how the skincare soldiers are just like out there attacking everyone's skincare routines and telling them what they should do and what they should not do. And honestly, I do understand that. I think that everyone has really good intentions, but skincare is a very personal thing, and you really just have to use what works for you. And in this case for me, it's the Differin gel. You can buy this on Amazon. You guys, this is in the retinol family, so it is clinically proven to truly change the texture of your skin, truly fight fine lines and wrinkles, truly fight acne and hyperpigmentation. There really is nothing else in the market that can do all of those things. This used to be prescription strength. It actually clears breakouts deep in the pores where they start. So it's not just treating your acne or your breakout on a superficial level. It's really getting to the root of the problem and then killing that P bacteria. I believe that every skincare routine needs to have an SPF, a vitamin C, and then a retinol. And for me, this is it. You can use this daytime or nighttime. You do need to use this with a sunscreen because it can make your skin a little bit photosensitive. And honestly, when you first start to incorporate this or any type of retinol into your routine, you are gonna see a little bit of a purge process. So just bear through that. Sometimes things feel like they're gonna get worse before they get better, and that's with any skincare that you start to incorporate into your routine. So if you are nervous about trying this, definitely consult with your physician first off, but I highly recommend incorporating this, and of course do a patch test. So do it somewhere low, like on your jawline, somewhere that if you were to have a reaction, you could easily hide with your hair. So far, I think this is the safest over-the-counter retinol that you can purchase that will actually deliver results. All right, and the next item that I'm gonna talk about, I'm actually not gonna hold in my hand because you're not gonna be able to really tell what it is, but it is the NY Luxury Men's Shawl Collar Robe. I am super into robes. I love the idea of putting on something that really just like lets your body know like, okay, it's time to wind down, or okay, once this robe comes off, it's time to like get to business and change into your clothes and get whatever you need to get done throughout the day. I really love when they have a shawl collar. So as you can see in this robe right here, I love that it has a collar that folds over, so it really nestles around your neck. I didn't necessarily want a hood, but I did want something that came up higher. This is so soft, and I know that like Barefoot Dreams robes and everything like that are really popular on the Nordstrom website, but I just physically cannot fathom spending that much on a robe. I think that this is super chic. It's black, it's timeless. I got it a men's, so it's a little bit oversized, incredibly cozy, and it's really portable. I also love that it has very deep pockets, so while I'm wearing it downstairs, if I'm making a cup of tea or hot cocoa or my warm lemon water, I can just pop my phone in the robe pocket and then carry my tea upstairs, and that way I don't feel like I'm juggling multiple things in my hand. And speaking of tea, the next item on my list is this Topwit kettle. I am such a sucker for electric kettles. I love that they heat up water really quickly. If you are Indian or you just grew up making tea for your family, you can definitely attest to the fact that the most annoying part of the process is waiting for that water to boil. So when I found out about electric kettles, I was like, I'm never using anything else. This kettle heats up the water really quickly. It brings it to a very strong boil, and my only con with this thing is that it's a little bit loud, but it's not enough to not use it. What I do is I actually take night showers. So I turn my kettle on with my water, I go take a shower. In the meantime, this will have brought the water to a boil. It automatically switches off, which is really nice because I don't have to worry about like turning it off or this overheating in any way. And then I come downstairs after my shower, it's boiled, it's had just a minute to sit so it's not piping hot, and then I can pour it over my tea bag or my hot cocoa or whatever it is that I'm using for this. And this does come in an opaque packaging as well, but I just prefer the glass because then I can actually see inside of it. I can see the water boiling, and then I can actually get it really clean as well. And something I use that kettle for is the Sigmatic Mushroom Hot Cacao. This is made with Reishi. So if you are not familiar with this brand, Sigmatic has an entire line based around mushrooms and using the mushroom plant to make coffees and teas, and in this case, hot cacao. And I love this one specifically because the Reishi mushroom is actually designed to decrease cortisol levels. So it's really nice at night to calm the body down. It gives me my sweet little chocolatey fix, but then it also signals my brain to know, like, okay, we're going to bed now because we're drinking something warm, and it's soothing, it's caffeine free, and it helps me kind of wind down at night. Not only is it made with the mushroom, it's made with the Peruvian cacao powder and coconut powder, so it has a nice mild sweet taste. My little tip for this is the less water or the less milk, the better. This is not meant to be enjoyed in like a mug like this filled with like water or milk. It's meant to be enjoyed just in like a very small amount, just to give you a little bit of a taste and then help you fall asleep faster. Now, the help you fall asleep faster part, I don't know if I can attest to that. I don't know if I can actually attribute that to this, but I do know that I have personally enjoyed drinking something warm at night. It does help me kind of just calm down and relax, and ultimately I do fall asleep. So try it out for yourself and see if you like it. I know that mushroom hot cacao can sound very intimidating and honestly a little unappealing, but once I tried it, I was blown away. And it's not the mushroom that you're thinking about. It's not the mushrooms that go on your pizza or your pasta or as a side dish. It's a totally different kind of mushroom, and I highly encourage you to check out the brand. All right, so the next thing on my list are these Skyn ICELAND eye patches. So these are hydrogel eye patches that go underneath the eye. They are composed of a peptide complex that is actually made to soothe the under eye. So what they do is they come in little packets like this, and they cool the under eye, so they cause vasoconstriction. Anything cooling on the eye is going to cause your blood vessels to tighten and kind of shrink up, so they automatically decrease puffiness underneath the eye. I live in Texas, and allergies here are just on another level, you guys. I was born and raised here, and I'm still at 32 suffering from severe allergies, and I have to use these eye patches to help just calm down how puffy this under eye area gets for me. I have so much fluid retention in the morning. My sinuses are all out of whack, and I really rely on these eye patches to just depuff this entire area. And it also really hydrates this under eye area, so it's nice as a prep before I do my makeup, just to kind of like let these soak on there while I brush my teeth, make my coffee, do whatever it is that I'm doing, and just give myself 10 minutes to let that soak in. But the other thing about these patches that I have to mention is that they are a gel-like consistency, so they're not sticky like stickers. And so I'm a very OCD, and when I place them down, if I don't feel like they're even, if I feel like this one's lopsided and this one's not in the exact same place mirroring this side, I have to like adjust them to make them even. I've used other patches in the past and they dry down pretty quickly and they're hard to move around, so it's like once you stick it on there, you better be sure that that's the exact position that you want it in, because you can't move them around afterwards. But I don't have that problem with these. These are very flexible, so once I place it, I can like use my fingers to adjust it, get it to where I want it, and then let it soak in for 10 minutes. They also kind of help me feel like I'm at a spa, so aside from shaving my legs, putting these things on make me feel like I can conquer the world. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is hair dye. So I know that a lot of us have not been able to go to the hairdresser to get our hair done, and my roots are growing out. I've been dyeing my own hair now for about 2 years, and I just do my roots with just a box hair dye at home, and I don't take it all over my head. I just take it on my roots. And I used to use another brand before, but recently I switched to the Garnier Nutrisse Nourishing Color Cream. This is amazing. My hair has never looked better, like ever, like not even when I get it professionally done at the salon. This hair dye is a nice pitch black shade, so if you do just dye your roots black, definitely check this brand out because it's the darkest one on the market. But when you are mixing in the hair dye, it actually comes with a little oil ampule. This is a new box, I'll show you. It comes with this little oil ampule. You actually break this open and mix it in your hair dye solution, and it turns the hair dye solution into like this nice, luxurious, like hydrating, buttery formula. And when you rinse this out in the shower, it doesn't ever feel dry or gritty. It washes out almost like a hair mask or like a leave-in conditioner. It makes it so incredibly soft. Comes with a treatment mask after, and when I have used this, oh my god, I've never seen my hair shinier, prettier, softer, and it smells incredible. So I actually just use a little bit every single time I shower, and because I want to like ration it out, because I wish they sold this individually. I think that the hair mask treatments and the conditioners that come with hair dye boxes are like the unsung hero of the beauty industry. They're so good, they're so hydrating, and using this with the little oil that breaks into the hair dye together has just a difference in the way that my hair looks when I dye it. As you guys know, dyeing your hair is strong. Permanent hair dye is a very strong chemical on your hair and it can make it dry or brittle, but having a formula like this with these two components has really changed the way that my hair has looked. And the day after I used it, I was on FaceTime with my sister and she was like, your hair looks really good. What did you do different? And I was like, well, I just dyed my roots black last night. And she was like, no, it's not just that. It's like overall, like the hair just looked shinier. It almost looked like I had extensions in or like a wig on because it was just so perfect. And I have not really experienced that with other hair dyes, so I highly recommend checking out this hair dye. Okay, you guys, so I am all about having cute things that make me excited about waking up in the morning, and for me it is this. It's these glasses from Amazon. They can hold hot or cold coffees. They're by the brand Stone & Mill, and this is a 15-ounce glass. What I love about this is that not only is it super aesthetically pleasing because it's like clear, it has a double wall, so it will keep your coffees or your drinks hot or cold depending on what it is that you choose to use it for. It's microwavable safe and fridge safe. And what I like about it is that in the mornings when I do have something warm in here, I can still touch the outside of this glass and my hands don't burn because it's double insulated, and so it keeps the coffee inside warm, but I can still grab the outside, and it's just super chic. I don't know, something about having a nice glass to drink out of just makes me feel a little bit more like put together. And I know that that sounds silly, like why do you care about the glass that you're drinking out of? But I promise you that it does make me feel just like a little bit more fancy, and it makes me excited to use it in the mornings, and I am not a morning person, so anything helps. The last thing I want to talk about is the silicone straws. So here I'm using a glass straw, and I'll get to why this is not my favorite in just a moment. I wanted to talk about these silicone straws because they are super long, first of all, so they can actually work for a larger cup or glass or thermos. They're flexible, so if you have a thermos that has a narrow opening, you can just squeeze this and push this down in there, so it works for a variety of thermoses. And it actually comes with their own cleaning brushes, so that's really nice to make sure that the inside of the straw stays clean. Comes with a bamboo bag, so you can actually keep these in your bag if you are traveling somewhere. And these do not have BPA. So there are a lot of silicone and plastic items on Amazon, and you want to just make sure that you're shopping for something that says BPA free so that you're not introducing harsh or harmful chemicals into your body. And like I said, I do use glass straws, and I've got a collection of these, and I used to really, really love these, but I am scared to chip my teeth. So with the silicone straws, I never have to worry about if I'm going to chip my tooth because these are nice and soft and flexible, and I don't ever hesitate to bring the straw to my mouth, versus with the glass straw, I'm always like really careful on how I'm putting it in my mouth because I don't want to chip a tooth. And with these, I just never have that issue. All right, you guys, that concludes this Amazon must-haves video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all of the information that I popped up on the screen. I will link everything below, and everything will be linked on my blog as well. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, that's Pameluxe, and TikTok, which is also Pameluxe, and I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye.